तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी याद 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 तेरी याद
What's good with you, and welcome to the Hesi podcast. It's Wednesday night, and you already know what we about to do. My dog, Big 30 The Truth, Sports Plug Russ up in here. How you doing, dog? How you been?
What's cracking? I think I'm having I'm doing good. I think I'm having a couple technical difficulties, but you know, like when you playing the video game, the lag gonna catch up in a second. I think we back right, but you know what I'm saying? I'm doing pretty good. Shout out to everybody. I'm out here with my nigga Sterling, my nigga Barksdale. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know, you people.
Hey, hold up, though.
My nigga Stringer Bells with us.
What
I'm saying?
Show me that shirt, bro, real quick.
Yeah,
show the listeners that shirt real quick.
Oh shit! If you don't, my computer's going crazy. Yeah.
The Wire. It's a good show.
Sir, but
it's a good show.
I got my boys with me, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the Fat King. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so
yeah.
What you call it? Great show. If you haven't seen it, start it from the beginning and watch it again. You'll love it every time you watch it.
Yeah.
It's a good show. Good vibes. I want to send out a congratulations to a big watcher of the show, Matt Sherrard. Congratulations on your marriage this weekend. That's probably why I sound like I've been yelling, because I was at the shindiggies in the H. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, you know, a lot of the viewers of the show was in the building, so we had a blast. The Mavericks play, which we're getting to, but this is the game that Luke hit his game winner. So if you can imagine, it got turned. Shout out to my boy Dallas, who came out. At one point, we was outside watching it at my homeboy Chris, watcher of the show. We watching it at his car. I let a random nigga just borrow my phone. I just propped that bitch up on the table and said, "You riding with the Mavs? You can watch my shit. Just don't take it." They said, "Bet." We went outside. All of a sudden, we was down 12. I yell out, 12 not enough. 12 not enough. Dollars, 12 not enough. My boy Chuck was in the building. Yeah, we ain't gonna need more than that. So we outside, we at the car, you know what I'm saying, shooting the shit. Bunch of best friends ain't got to see each other in a while. All of a sudden, the door to like the reception place, and we like in a big country ass like farm kind of place. So you can imagine like 100 yards away, like a football field away. Door gets like busted open, and my boy Dallas comes out looking like James Harden, yelling, "We with them five! We with them five! These bitch ass niggas don't want it!" And he was so drunk and fucked up, he couldn't even hear us cheering him back. He just said, "Y'all ain't talking about it," and turned around and walked back in and slammed the door. But long story short, it got turned. By the time Luka hit the game winner, the beautiful bride and groom were walking out. We had the sparklers, and we was turned because that shot went in. Mavs win. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all get on. So it was live. It was dope. Love y'all. And I was
big shout out, man, to him and his wife and family. That's dope. Luka. I mean, we're gonna talk. We got some shit to talk about tonight, but I mean, we should, since you brought it up, I mean, we should, you know, after Out of Bounds, we gotta talk some Mavs. You got an Out of Bounds segment?
Of course. I'm dealing with some like computer issues, so let me see if I can get the page loaded. I want to try to give y'all like the full, you know what I'm saying, the full scale scope of things, because the Chiefs is fucking up. The Chiefs is fucking up. Man, I might have to do something about this, but the Chiefs are fucking up right now. They got another player in some hot water, but it may not be all his fault. So the Chiefs have linemen. Here we go. You know what? We're gonna make use of technology the right way. I'm gonna look it up on my phone for you guys.
Look it up on your phone.
Second. Yeah. I got some shit going on with the computer right now. Let me see something. This is a good one too. This is a player versus the police, but I gotta get you his name.
Player versus the police.
Yeah. Hold up. Let's see. Animal cruelty. Just think about that. Just think about it. That's the search that I have to search for him through. Chiefs lineman, animal cruelty. So anyways, okay, so we back. Good. All right. So my bad about the technical difficulties. Looks like I'm back in action. So Isaiah Buggs, the lineman that has just joined the Chiefs, he also started in 27 games over the past couple years with the Detroit Lions. He's now with the Kansas City Chiefs again, a defensive lineman. I'm sorry, and in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, he's got charges of animal cruelty on 2 charges. So basically what they're saying happened is he was evicted or he left. Not evicted. I don't want to say evicted. He terminated a lease. That's what the terminology is. Terminated a lease. He owed someone in a lease. It's probably going to get paid, but I just, it was in the thing, so I had to read it. So I ain't trying to shade him no kind of way. So he terminated the lease. He left the house. Apparently, he left the house around, I think he said around, it was in April or March. Around the, hold on, where is it? One second. There it is. Okay, so it was around like March, April 19th, but the dates don't matter. Tuscaloosa found 2 dogs that had been left in the back porch of the house that was rented by him. The one pit bull was covered in shit, had shit all around it, was malnutrition. Another black Rottweiler was malnutrition and also had no food, no water, didn't have anything there. So basically, you had the neglected dogs. Now, the witnesses told police that he had removed from the house. There we go. And so he had left a while earlier. Now, here's where it gets kind of tricky because one of the dogs had to be put down. I believe it was the Rottweiler. Now, here's where it gets kind of tricky because when you hear that, animal lovers, I feel you. But when you get into the depths of the story and the guy gets to speak for himself, and the lawyer states this, which I don't know which side is true, but it's very interesting. When the lawyer comes out and says that this seems to be something that the cops in this town of Tuscaloosa that do not like this player. They do not like this player for they've tried to close his hookah lounge multiple times and have arrested him to try to close it multiple times. And now they have these dog charges. And so they're saying that all this is made up because they want to get him out of town. They want him to get him out of the hookah lounge and they want him to get him out of town. Sound like some plug shit. But anyway, sound like he got some more shit going on there. That's the reason why they want him out. But anyway, so they're saying that the dogs were planted there or the dogs weren't his. So like they're saying that like they weren't my dogs. I left the house empty. Someone else put the dogs up in there or the dogs found their way up in there and was malnutrition without water because they found their own way up in there. And he said, this is just the way the cops are trying to pin these charges on me so they have to get rid of my hookah lounge. The pit bull was the one that was euthanized and killed. I'm sorry.
They got rid of the hookah lounge?
No, the hookah lounge is still there.
Okay.
He says there's no reason to try to get rid of the hookah lounge. Now, hookah lounge is still there. They just tried to arrest him on multiple occasions, misdemeanor charges. But there's no public record of these arrests. So that's what I'm saying. It seems like him versus the police. You know what I'm saying? But until we find out, I really don't know. Because I read the first part and I was like, this nigga killing dogs. And then I read the second part and said, these motherfucking police is trying to get the nigga for killing dogs that wasn't his over a hookah lounge. He probably distributes drugs. I had to add that.
Those are valid questions. My question is,
the hookah lounge is lit. I'm sorry.
We're talking about Tuscaloosa, Alabama, right?
Yes. That hookah lounge is lit. Yes. Yes, it is.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama, let's be honest. A lot of that shit down there is racist. I grew up not in Tuscaloosa. I grew up in Chattanooga. I've been to Tuscaloosa before. Black ownership. Tuscaloosa. And you don't want to do that in Tuscaloosa. Birmingham was probably better for you because there's a lot of black folks in Birmingham.
Isn't that where that boat was? Birmingham is better for you.
Hey, that fight though, that nigga, I swear, man, that nigga was a superhero, bro. That nigga, like, first of all, if you squaring up with somebody and you throw your hat in the air like you're fucking Thundercat, bro, like, I mean, you can't make that shit up. This nigga was probably waiting for that moment his whole life, man.
Whole life. But I will say this, Sterling, to your point of the black business. Now, I'm not trying to be the guy. Real. I'm not trying to be the guy that's like, oh man, something bad's going on. But if you have a hookah lounge that's obviously lit as fuck, and the cops want to close it, there's probably more than hookah being smoked and sniffed up in that.
Well, I think you need to give it context. Okay, we're talking about an African American owner, a hookah lounge. That just equals niggas.
I'm just speaking of a nigga that goes out and has fun. I'll just put it
that way. No, you're not finna do that. You gotta speak the whole truth. You gotta speak the whole truth. So
when with that nose candy turning, what I always say, they in there with the perks, nigga, that got them.
All I'm saying is this, and if you black and you watch the show, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. When niggas get together and congregate, shit goes down. All right, you get too many niggas in there, they're gonna be some problems. Hookah lounges, bro, you know, nigga, if it's lit, you know some shit be happening. So I'm not saying I'm siding with the police by any means. I'm just saying, niggas,
never.
We gotta. Hey, we just gotta be better at how we do it.
Sterling, you know what I'm saying? Secret? You know a secret, Sterling?
Yeah.
When I was in 11th grade, I graduated early.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Fuck 12. Nigga, I went straight to college.
You stupid for that.
Oh shit,
you stupid for that.
Oh shit, I kind of really did though.
All right, so Isaiah Bugs.
I got one more thing out of bounds. I'm sorry. This is not sports related, but I just have to say.
Okay, what?
It's not, but we got some people watching, and I know, like, because I said fuck 12, it just came into my mind, so I gotta give y'all some shit I read on the internet. So apparently there was a police officer that is about to lose his job because he had to have another police officer get him out of the back of a police truck because he was fucking a bitch he was supposed to be arresting. They say, and he had the body cam. And he gonna turn off the body cam right when he get ready to fuck. Like, my nigga, your whole conversation. She had pulled off her clothes. He said, you can't do that. She pulled off her clothes though. Nigga got quiet. I said, I said, pussy one. Nigga's mentality 0 because that nigga dove.
Let me tell you this.
Hold up, wait. Peep this though. So she told him, like, I'm down to fuck. And so he ends up doing the do, tries to lie to his overseers or whatever you call them, the over officers, whatever they are. And they said, how can you lie? You nutted on the seatbelt. Oh shit.
I know this was a nigga. This was a nigga.
Bring your kids to the Hesi podcast.
This was a nigga. This some nigga shit right here.
It was a white dude.
No, hell no.
No.
Was it?
Yeah.
He's like, well,
he's like, well, fuck. Hey, you knew what kind of time it was because
boy was like, well, fuck this. I'm gonna stick it in this bitch.
Him go right on in it.
Hey, Roger, cut off the Axon body camera real quick. I gotta take care of some business.
Bruh. I'm trying to think. At his post-nuts, clarity must have been crazy. Bro, that nigga must have been like, oh shit, I locked this in the back.
But peep this though. So you probably don't know this, but in my job, I work with some law enforcement, and the Axon body cameras, I help with the software and all that. So I know exactly how it works. I know where that data gets put. I know how accessible it is.
You need to make sure that shit gets turned on, and they can't.
All I'm saying is you got to make better. You got to make better decisions.
It's really like being at the crib. Boogie just knocked on the door. What y'all niggas doing?
You know, Russ just brought up a story before we get into our sports talk, man. About a police officer who, this game is called Guess That Race. You ready for this?
White.
Guess the race. Nope. You just listen. You listen to the whole story before you start saying shit. Okay. There is a police officer who pulls over a female, certain individual. We don't know who she is. I mean, we don't have all the details, but he tells her, ma'am, I'm gonna have to arrest you for XYZ blase blase. and they chopping it up. You know, like if you're like the other officer, you're seeing your partner take old girl to the back seat. Oh, you're like, okay, like, and all of a sudden, I would assume you see maybe the police car start rocking and shaking, and maybe it's foggy now. So either she's resisting arrest,
or they fucking.
Okay.
All right. So I got
hold on. Oh, no.
I'm gonna let him guess first, but I'm gonna let him guess first. I know because I seen the picture of his arm and wrist on the body cam, but I know. But go ahead.
Guess.
I gotta
guess the race.
Yeah, nigga.
That's what I said.
Keep this. Damn, we have no hope for our people. But honestly, if I was a cop, there's some shit I would get caught doing. So that's why I'm not an officer of the law. They're like, "Where's Johnson?" Oh, you know where Johnson is. I'm fucking hoes and sprinkling crack on him. Sprinkle some crack on him.
Oh, that shit. Oh, shit. And you know, we should make that a segment every week. Guess that race, shouldn't we?
We should. But here, hold up. Here's how. Before I saw the body cam, here's how I knew it was a white dude. It was a white dude, by the way. But here's how I knew.
So
they said the report. Yes, you were. But the report said, here's how the conversation went. Are you single? The woman. Are you single? The officer. Yeah, but you're not. Some chatter that couldn't be caught because it was all fizzled. Woman. I'm down to fuck. Man, don't say that right now. No, I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now. That is a white dude trying to protect himself. The nigga just would have dove in. We'd have just been like, oh shit, fuck it. Y'all niggas about to get this GoPro.
Man said, I gotta protect the shield.
The nigga been out there talking shit like, she said fuck 12. I want to see if she's serious.
I didn't even expect that to
Yeah. He said, bro said, don't say that right now.
You know that's how he said it. Don't say that right now. Don't say that. The camera's still.
Julie, that's no.
Oh, you know the worst part for her? Man, she caught a body and she probably still went to jail because she had to get another officer to unlock it. So if he would have been able to get her out, he'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We'll call her Julie. You know, Julie, you can go. But because he had to get another officer, he's probably like, Julie.
That's a big booty
you
Julie.
You win some, you lose some.
Big booty Julie.
Hey, pick your battles, Julie.
You gotta pick your battles.
Oh shit. Hey, Julie probably in jail like, what the fuck?
12 was in need, man. 12 was in need, bro. All right, so we might, you know, we might talk about and deliberate guess that race for you know what that's gonna look like moving forward. But I think that's a segment, fellas.
We could do it because it's always successful. Every radio show ever that's ever done it. But Boogie, you got to look up the things and get the comments because I know Boogie's ass will find some shit that'll have us being like Albanian.
Yes, man.
I'm on it.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, let's get into some sports, man. Let's talk. You know, a lot has happened in a week. Things that we are some things that we're sad about. And we'll start off with this. A couple days ago, an NBA legend, Bill Walton, passed away. Super sad, man. I know the three of us, we know who Bill Walton is. We you know, maybe we were, you know, too young to follow his career when it happened. But I mean, if you didn't know who Bill Walton was as a kid, I mean, come on, man. Like, dude was, from everything that we've read and heard, is that guy was just extremely nice, life of the party, always talking kind. He was in broadcast.
I got 5 words.
You got 5 for him.
5 words. Throw it down, big man.
Yeah.
8. Throw it down. Nigga, you 8 words because I ain't heard nobody bring that up out of everything. Bill Walton's the shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know about his basketball, if you don't know about his basketball career, look that up before the Celtics, before the foot injuries. He was the shit. Like, really, he was like one of them dudes. And then if you want to know the Bill Walton that we knew growing up was the Bill Walton that used to call basketball games. And in our day, throw it down, big man, throw it down. It's when he would always yell when a big man would go off. Shoot the J, shoot it. He was bang before bang. Before you had bang. Before you had that, you had throw it down, big man, throw it down. And he would always do it to the weak ones that wouldn't dunk it. So they go for a weak ass layup and get that out of here. throw it down, big man. And then when he covered Shaq in the Lakers, that he would be like, that's how you throw it down, big man. That's how you throw it down.
One of the things that I pulled that I took away from Bill Walton in his commentary career was one thing. So when the Spurs went on their run, and they were playing against the Phoenix Suns in the Western Conference playoffs, and I remember Bill Walton said this about was it Tony Parker? He said Tony Parker is one of the top 3 defensive players in the league, and I think it was Mark Jackson. With a pause, it was like, no, Robert Horry. It was Robert Horry. He said Robert Horry was top 5 defensive players in the league, and Mark Jackson paused and was like, bro, he's not even top 5 on the court. What are you talking about? And Bill Walton's reply was, well, that's just your opinion. And I laughed so hard at that shit. The other thing, it was an interview where he talked about his experience with acid. And so he was like, I was seeing sounds, I was tasting colors, and I thought that was the dopest shit ever. I was like, bro, that's like,
Bill Walton was the shit.
Yeah, Bill Walton had a way with words. He had a way with words.
And I was gonna say, I just say those who I liked watching him cover games. So I used to stay up and watch Pac-12 games. So like listening to him go from talking intelligently about how basketball players should play, and effortlessly, this would just blend into a conversation about some random shit.
Yes.
But it's some random dope shit from like 1975. And you'd be like, that's some throat shit. And he'd be like, and we were all, happy, and the flowers were out, and everybody. I was like, yo, he was a true hippie. He was a hippie.
He was
the hooping hippie. One of the best stories though that people tell, I wouldn't allow for it, but that people tell us when he was recruited to UCLA, and he went to go play for the great John Wooden, which he was a part of that continuous win streak even after Abdul-Jabbar left. But when he went there to play with them, he went there and said, and at the time, guys, this is like Victor Wembanyama. You know what I'm saying? This is 5-star recruit. Bill Walton's like the best of the best that's out there for those that are watching. So he goes to the John Wooden, who's the GOAT of coaches at the time, to some still now. And he's like, hey, coach, I know you have this rule. Everybody got to shave. Everybody got to be cleaned up. And he said, but it's not me. I'm free flowing. I live my life. And he said, Wooden looked at his ass and said, you know what, Bill? I'd love to hear that. I'm so sorry you're not going to be a part of this team this year. Y'all, Bill Walton played for UCLA. So you get what happened.
Not only did he play, that man was a 3-time National Basketball Player of the Year. He finished an NCAA tournament championship game with 44 points, 21 of 22 from the field. Two-time.
Say that again.
Yeah, don't let that one wash over you. In a national title game, he had 44 points.
Crazy.
He shot 21 of 22 from the field.
Nigga missed one bucket.
One shot.
One. You know, the hook shot too. He probably like, damn it.
I mean, I think, dude, he was a 2-time NBA champion. I think people really don't understand how good of a ball player he was.
I'm sorry, Sterling. While you're on the NBA champion and 2-time, and I'll let you finish right after this. Not only is he a 2-time NBA championship, but when he was with the Portland Trailblazers and won the championship, he was that dude, and they were down 0-2 to Dr. J and them.
Yep.
And came back and won.
NBA MVP as well. He got one of them honors. What, 78 is when it was, something like that?
I'm like, before we was here.
Yeah. So, I mean, Bill Walton
was my pop's time. I just know. Before the injuries, though, they say, when I say they say, I'm talking about a person that lived in that time. And my dad said before he got hurt, he was like white Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like,
dude was a hooper, man. He was a hooper. So rest in peace. Hey, man, prayers out to Luke Walton. We don't talk about Luke that much, but
everybody
dad,
touched, man.
Yeah, man.
I can see it in Gilbert Arenas' eyes. And Gilbert Arenas was telling his story about he was like, hey, Gil, I need you to go for 50 tonight. And Gil was like, I went for 52. I was like, I got you. Like, everybody that knows him personally, like T's and P's to them, thoughts and prayers to them.
Yep.
And all of us fans, the way that we're like, damn, like, I can only imagine how it is for them. So rest in peace, Bill Walton, one of the greatest to ever do it on the court and off of it on the mic.
Yep. Hey, man, that's dope. Let's talk about the fucking Celtics, man. First of all, do we get? I mean, they don't. Are we giving them credit? Should we give them credit for beating the Indiana Pacers?
I want to say,
yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I'll say this. If it's possible, two things can be right at once because it was an easier. It was an easier road because of injuries, but the road still has to be traveled. Mm-hmm. So I can't take that away from them. I can't take that away from them.
We can.
No. Something came on my TV and caught my attention.
I thought you set it up.
There's music videos playing on my TV. I forgot to turn off. Man, something around the class. But anyways, what you call it? So lost my whole train of thought.
It does that. It does that.
But no, even though that they have an easier path because of injuries, they still have to travel that path. So I don't fault them. I think the Celtics get a really bad rap because we all, as basketball fans, we see them, we like the way they play, we know this potential that fans have of players where we can see in our wildest dreams the greatest you can be, and we see them as a dominant team that can go reel off 4 or 5 championships, or at least go to them, maybe not win them, but go to like 4 or 5 championships in a row, and they should be beating their opponents by like 15 plus. And because that's not happening, we look at them kind of like, they can do better. To me, I'm sitting there looking at, is that true? Yes, in a way, but also they're still winning. So it's kind of like they're winning in a way that we don't trust, but it works for them. So I can't really hate on them for that. But I don't feel like I should hate them for the
you don't need to hate them, but
not hate them.
Do
but
they get the proper respect? Is probably the better way to put it out there.
They do, but they don't. They're not feared. It's kind of like the LeBron. I got a perfect example. They are what LeBron James is to the greatness arguers, because nobody fears LeBron like they feared
anymore.
Michael Jordan.
Right.
No. I'm saying even at his height, people feared Michael Jordan at his height. At
True.
LeBron's
Steve
height,
Kerr did.
Of course he got punched. But at LeBron's height, it wasn't a fear, which I don't think that matters, because my point is he still beat you. You know what I'm saying? So like, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? So these Celtics have the same kind of, maybe that's just the era of player. Maybe that's just Jason Tatum's kind of energy, because Jason Tatum has said, what do you want me to do? Walk around and be like fake tough? Like, no, I'm just going to win basketball games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be this like bravado. And the team is kind of shaped, and Jaylen Brown is the same way. So I think they got two guys that are leaders. They are leading their team, but they're just not doing it in a way that satisfies us. Pause.
Okay. Boogie. What you think about that? Where's your level of respect for the Celtics and what they've accomplished thus far?
I got to agree with Russ, because you don't always pick how shit happens. And the thing was, it was mostly injury, because a lot of the top stars in the East were hurt. You had the Bucks, you had Jimmy out in Miami, and you had a couple other injuries here and there. But you still got to walk that road, man. But I think that this is how, and this is my plan. And this is how I think that the finals is going to shape out. The Mavs, as we can see, they have a very commanding lead. I think they close it out. They're going to advance. It's going to be a Mavs and C's finals. Now, the only thing is that, the Mavs have been in some fucking battles. They've been in some fights. Some tough whatchamacallits. And they're on the East, they're a little bit more well rested. They kind of, didn't have to work as hard. I'm not saying like
right. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't have to dedicate a lot more energy to these series.
Yeah.
But even with that said, is that I believe in the battle tested, in the trial of the fire. So I'm always, I roll with Mavs, the crucible. Thank you, Russ. And I'm going to pick the Mavs to, to win. I have the Mavs winning the whole thing. But I think that is the reason why a lot of people kind of, not really giving them their just due, is because, and this is how it's always been, for the past couple of years, the West has always been a battlefield to get to the finals. And, when was the last time the East won? Was it the
Bucks?
The Bucks.
The
so, the Bucks and who's the other East team to win besides them?
Toronto.
So
okay,
for the most, we can see that the West has been has been dominating in the finals, and I don't see that changing this year.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you guys are saying, but I think there's a level of style points that I think when you watch the Western Conference Finals and you watch the Eastern Conference Finals play, like the style of play and the intensity of those games don't match. And I feel like, look, I'm not sitting here saying that the Mavs will sweep them, and I think the Celtics have some clear advantages over Dallas. But the way Dallas, their heart, the way they're playing right now, it just screams Denver Nuggets last year. Like not the individual on the team, just the cohesion and like the machine and yeah. Like you look at Jaden Hardy last night, even though they lost, a guy coming off the bench hitting double-digit points.
No, go ahead and finish. I know what I'm gonna say.
I think, I think, and Kyrie didn't play well, and I think those are the kind of things like, Maxi Kleber, knowing that he can't shoot, but he still suited up and went out there and did his best for the team. Like that's the like championship grit that like.
When the fuck did you pour that?
Huh?
I'm talking to Russ. When the fuck did you pour that?
What you talking about?
What you talking about?
The nigga polished off a glass and
What you talking about?
Houdini the full glass.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, shut the fuck up.
Hey, but y'all get what I'm saying though, right? Yeah. You feel me? So that's kind of
magic.
Hey,
in the young guys.
So Russ, go ahead. I know you're waiting to say something.
Okay, so I want to be here as the Mavs fan. I'm not gonna sit here and act like the Wolves are dead, because, and here's a couple reasons why. One, yeah, Russell, you're a fan, you're nervous too. Okay, whatever. But two, we're playing against Ant-Man and a cat that looks like he might have found his shooting stroke at the last second. And now the playoffs go, that shit can carry over. I don't really believe in the whole just one game because that's how you get beat. I'll start with this. So the Mavericks have to keep playing their game, and if they keep playing their game, keep playing hard, they should win the series. But never should we sit back, or I'm not saying y'all are, but a lot of people are, sit back and think that the series is over by any means. And this is why. Excuse me. Many years ago, and when me, Boogie, Sterling were probably around like,
oh, I know exactly what you're about to say.
I don't know. It might take a turn.
Okay.
No, it's not about anybody losing the series. This is like some kind of like weird like shit that I do when I'm watching sports and seeing the evolution. So we're about probably like 10, 12 to like 10 to like high school age. A 20-point lead was a death sentence to the other team. We've grown to see a 20-point lead don't matter.
Ain't nothing anymore.
In the closing years, we used to see a 3-1 lead as a death sentence, and we saw a man overcome that. No GOAT discussion. I'm just saying we saw someone overcome that.
Mm-hmm.
The Mavs part, a 0-2 lead used to be a death sentence. We saw Dwayne Wade and them come back and win 4 games in a row against the Mavs in 2006.
Yeah.
We saw last year the Boston Celtics come back and force a game 7. And in my opinion, if Tatum doesn't sprain his ankle, they win that game 7. So as a Mavs fan that is honest and looks at everything, I'm saying do not take this shit lightly. This next game should be played like a game 7, because yes, I do agree with you, Sterling. Kyrie and Luka missed some shots, but they also hit some shots. And that 4-point play that Luka should have had might have won us the game because it would have made them sweat and made them have to go about the next possession differently. And Kyrie missed about 2 or 3 layups that would have sealed the game. So I do believe, I believe in real basketball and averages. But I want to say we are living in a time of change.
Let me ask you a question then.
And how the game operates. And a 3-0 lead is not safe by any means with the way the game is played now.
There's two things I'll bring up here. One, I think as a Mavs fan, we've seen them blow playoff leads. That's what I thought you were going originally.
That we have, though.
And that, for me, sits in the back of my head. So, like, even though 3-0, like, as excited I am, I watched the game the other night as if it was 0-0. I think every Mavs fan probably, if I'm speaking for Mavs fans, we all was like, yo, this is a 0-0 proposition. And we didn't win. I'm not like sad, but I'm like, okay, we didn't close it out. The Wolves are a great team. So sweeping them is gonna be hard as hell, right? Like it's not likely. Derek Lively. So my question is, had Derek Lively played, are we having this discussion right now? Because I'm a firm believer in, I didn't know. We see his impact, but I don't think we really see his impact, like what he really means to that lineup. And when he's in there, it gives Gafford valuable minutes off the bench. And we saw them use Kleba, try to use him in that regard. And he's just not that kind of player. Derek Lively, we talk about, Wembanyama as the NBA Rookie of the Year. I'm not saying Derek Lively is up there in the echelon, but man, you want to talk about impact? I say you put him at top 5 rookie impact for his team down the stretch. He's been that. Would you guys agree to that?
No. I think he, besides Victor Wembanyama, he's had the biggest impact of any rookie in the NBA. And the fact that the first game against Victor Wembanyama, against Wemby, he played very well. So. And as a Mavs fan who's been watching them,
and we are not saying he's Victor. And
no, by any means. No, I'm saying like for every great player, there's a player that may not be as good as you, but takes your shit. For every LeBron James, there's a Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always a guy that is right there. That's like, you may not have seen me coming, but I'm here, motherfucker.
Right.
So, and I'm gonna be a problem for you. So I most definitely he's the reason why I say Mavs fans don't just treat this as, well, they just got one, let's just keep going. Nah, because if Lively can't play, the pressure that's gonna be on Gafford is gonna be too much. I'll just be flat out honest. I love Gafford. I was the one beating the drum, no pun to Kyrie, that wanted him to come to the team to play basketball. Like I really wanted to see him on the team, and I love what he's doing, and I think that everything is great. When he first got here, he hit like 32 shots in a row. But I've noticed in the playoffs, he expends a lot of energy, and he kind of gets like up. So another thing Lively does is provide like a calmness, because Gafford was not a lottery pick. For those that don't know, Lively was a top like prospect coming out of high school.
Yeah,
he Duke Blue Devil. He's a guy that is used to, like, I can be a star, like a I won't say star, a big name on a team. So Lively's just, honestly, he's better at basketball. He may not be as explosive, but when he gets the ball off the pick and roll, you saw, which I want to give a huge, he may not see it, but if he does, I hope I'm gonna tag him in it. Draymond Green, thank you. Draymond Green and Shaq are like the only, besides Kobe, who did it in another form when he just had a whole show where he just ran film tape, and Carmelo has done it. But shout out to the NBA players that are older, but shout out to Draymond Green on national TV, breaking down to Gafford what he can do in certain situations so that he does not look like, I have no idea what to do. I have the ball. I am stuck. Like he was like, hey, if you get the ball on the pick and roll and you happen to have it and you're stuck in that middle ground, look at this option, and this option, and try to help yourself out. Shout out to Draymond Green.
Yeah, big ups.
For saying that. Big ups for that, because that's Gafford's issue. And that's something that can be taught, but with Lively, it's natural.
You want to know why that is? And I'll interject real quick. I think, a lot of people don't know that Derek Lively's mom was a hooper.
Yeah.
And time. You see, and so I think for the fans out there, when you watch Derek Lively, watch his intangibles and his IQ is through the roof. His mom played big time college basketball, and you can see, like, I mean, for Russ, I mean, you guys have played a little ball, like Russ, like coming the role of a big man off a pick and roll, like when you fill your lane correctly and you're in the right position, a guy like Luka is effortless. That's why you see those lobs. That's not easy to do. It's not easy. It takes a lot of IQ and it takes patience, and it takes timing. And so what I'm trying to say is Derek Lively's IQ is really, if you watched him in the beginning of the season till now, it's a totally different. Whereas Gafford is more on the athleticism side, which he does well. But
it's a great yin and yang. That's why it works. That's why it works. Is like what you're basically saying is Gafford comes in and provides brute strength. Like he is the bull, like head on. I am going to be here to block shots and catch oops and set hard ass screens. Mm-hmm. Once you have that coming at you as a starter, the other team is looking for physicality and roughness. Then this long, lanky kid comes in with bounce and is 7 feet tall, and he's playing smart. Not to say that Gafford is dumb in any way.
Right.
It's just Lively showing like,
winning.
Hey, look, guys. Oop, Luka gave it to me early. Now I'm pausing. I'm a pivot. Hold up. I found the shooter. You know what I'm saying? Or I gave it back to Luka, set another screen, rescreen, and came off of it. Now I got a free oop. Bang. You know what I'm saying? So Lively makes so much more happen. I hope he can play. In the playoffs, people love to talk about the others. And this isn't a tangent, but this is just a point that I think needs to be made. In the playoffs, people love to talk about the others until the stars don't shine. But this Lively situation is a perfect example of the others. Because in the playoffs, you are digging and crawling and fighting for something that works. I.e., when the Spurs found out that, holy shit, the Heat are not guarding Green. What's his name? Danny Green?
Yeah.
The Heat just ain't guarding him. Popovich drew up all these plays. Can you hit an open shot? Yeah. And he was banging them. He broke a record. So we have the Mavericks. Jason Kidd is like, okay, we got stars on stars on stars, and my guys are going for buckets and 30s. And Luka in a bad game, Luka had 28, 10, and 15 or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like our 28, 15, and 10 or some shit, crazy shit. Like most people would pray for that. So in the playoffs, you're digging and you're trying to get anything necessary. Guys like Lively, Al Horford are very important. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that we need him back. Now I believe that if Kleba was healthy, we'd be fine. But Kleba's not healthy. So, and Kleba's an offset from if you're gonna have Gafford in, you have Gafford in, you take him out, Kleba comes in, Kleba can guard 1 through 5. I'll say will guard. I ain't gonna argue with nobody. Kleba will guard 1, 2 through 5 and not complain.
Yeah, that's probably
do a pretty good job.
2
through 5, won't complain too much and does a pretty good fucking job of doing it. And he'll come out on 3-point line and spray you.
Yeah, so, 15 feet in, he's on that shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so he's a different type of element. So, and he's hurt. So I think, but they say he's basically got whiplash, and this is Lively. He's basically got whiplash. So I think that he's got a day. He's got NBA doctors. I think he's just going to have to work that shit out. But I do think he's gonna be back, and I do think he's gonna play pretty well. Now that I said that, he's probably not. But I'm hoping for good things. I am hoping for good things. I'm just letting y'all know, if it gets to game 6, we're gonna see some shit. So
let's play game 5 first. I'll say this real quick, and then we'll move on to some other topics. But in the playoffs, to close out a 4-game series, you have to have 2 games from your main star, 1 game from your secondary star, and then you get a game from your bench, right? We've seen the 2 Luka games, right? We've seen a Kyrie game. We now PJ Washington and boys are gonna have to bring it home. You know what I'm saying?
What? I think that's why I was mad about last game, because PJ had a good game.
Yeah.
And Luka and Kyrie missed a couple shots that could
down the stretch that I'm not mad, because it's like okay, that's not the Mavericks. Like beating Minnesota 4 games in a row is hard.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at how they lost. Yeah, true, absolutely. And Minnesota
the Celtics only did it because of injuries.
Right.
The Celtics only swept because of injuries, and I think because of social media and the way we can see everything and everybody gets to talk loud. The people that think, because that team swept, this team should sweep, and we should just see some sweeps and we should go. Yeah. Like Minnesota is cold. We might be looking at a budding rivalry. Like we might be looking at a rivalry for like the next like 5 to 6 years because they are not sorry, and the Mavericks have been fortunate to play very well. And all it takes is for 1 or 2 nights for them to falter just a little bit, and like that, you're gonna find yourself in the game 7, and you're gonna be wondering, you're gonna be looking like Mr. Krabs in the memes.
Yeah,
and you don't want that. I'm be honest. I don't want that because it takes away from the rest. And if you go to a game 7, hell, if you end up in a game 6 and you got to play the Celtics, Jaylen Brown's gonna go crazy. We're just gonna the energy level is just not gonna be able to be there. But that's about it. I think we got some other,
yeah.
No,
man, it's good conversation. But we'll talk more NBA next week.
I got a question
get things kind of wrapped up. Yeah.
It just hit my mind. You know what I'm saying? I took a sip of beer and hit my mind. So me and my homie was talking, and I was like, NBA Mortal Kombat. Y'all play Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
All right, so peep this. LeBron James is saying something. He's just trying to take niggas' soul so he can survive a little bit longer.
That's fair. That's fair.
Wait, hold up. Luka is Liu Kang, right? Kyrie is Raiden. Hey, stop me when I'm going somewhere. Hold up, get this. Zion is Goro. Because the nigga would be the realest nigga ever, but he always getting hurt. Get fucked up.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can vibe with that.
Who scored?
Dante DiVincenzo as Johnny Cage.
Not man.
I was about that.
Hey, listen.
He is though.
Dante DiVincenzo ain't cold enough to be in that 12 in the Mortal Kombat, bro.
Man, what other cold white guy we got right now? Like real.
You know what? You know what we should do? We should throw Derek Booker punk ass in there. He's Johnny Cage.
Oh, damn.
The actor.
Ain't he? Yeah. That nigga be acting, bro.
Hey.
Am I wrong?
No, you are completely. Hold on. Who was it that I said? Damn, I had one for Sub-Zero. I was like, I forgot who it was. It was 2 dudes that was battling it the fuck out, and I was like, yeah. KD and Kawhi.
That's what I was thinking. KD
and
Sub-Zero.
KD and Kawhi, Sub-Zero, Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Kawhi
niggas be battling back and forth, but they're not the
man.
Kawhi gotta be
to watch,
bro.
Yeah, even though I'm a Sub-Zero, yeah, Kawhi is definitely.
There's no emotion, bro. There's no emotion.
Hey, that's a good segue. Speaking of video games,
hey Boogie, that's just the lead into your summer madness. Because if y'all don't know, these type of topics is what we fuck with in the summer.
Hey, so there's some news that came out about NCAA 25, and I don't know if y'all heard, but
we be on the games.
There will not be.
Yeah, I know.
A high school road to glory.
I'm gonna make some people mad.
No ESPN presentation. I mean, they can kind of spruce it up, make the presentation good,
the
right?
ESPN shit is
but the
bullshit.
road to glory for high school, that's one where you're like, damn, like
that was always a bright spot to me in my road to glory. But you can't export draft classes in this one.
Yeah,
that is what really
killed me.
That's what really crushed me. I said, damn, Madden's less valuable in my eyes now.
Madden don't mean shit, because I'll tell you what I heard. Okay, so Sterling, can I answer to the people? I'm not gonna say to Sterling, because Sterling's just giving y'all what is out there.
Yeah.
For Road to Glory to me, because I posted this, and I know shout out to Ghost Man. And those that play a lot of Road to Glory. I'm not a Road to Glory player, but I realize the importance of it. But to me, it's not a deal breaker for the game. Here's another reason kind of why.
Okay, let's hear it.
So when I was listening to the information about the game, what struck me is what's important to me was the way the game plays and the way the game is presented. Now, when they tell us that there's no ESPN presentation, that just means that the words and letters ESPN are not going to be on it. As far as Herb Street, as far as the whole, I forget all the guys, but the main guys you hear on Saturday will be on the game calling games. and it will not just be 2 of them. I think it's like 6 of them. And you've got one crew for the big games, one crew for middle games, and one crew for just like mediocre games. All right. So that's live to me. They have every single animation that you need for what your school does. Boogie, what do the Georgia Bulldogs do when they start their games, during their games, finish their games? They have it. Sterling, the Michigan Go Blue, tap the sign on the way out, or the big ass banner. They have it. Oklahoma jumping up and slapping the OU banner. They have it. They have the chant. They have all the chants in the game, like all the and this is what, for those that who haven't played, who've been playing Madden, this is what this game is immersive. So they have the chants. You're not gonna want to play music in the back. Well, for those of us who want the experience, you're not going to want to play music in the background.
Yeah, you're going to feel fully immersed in the game.
You're going to be fully immersed into the game. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's got all the chants that you need in the game. It's got the songs that the team play, like "We Are Enter Sandman" and the "We Are Penn State," like those type of things. You complete third downs. They got the Gator Chop. I heard today, when I was going through some video and watching, they have the Surrender Cobra. They say that they have put in the game in between plays when you pick a play. Oh, yeah, y'all know me. I'm the nerd. I'm going to go in depth. So when you pick between the plays, they have that in between camera view. Instead of it being like Madden and just showing a replay of the previous play, they're going to be showing the crowd. They said they're going to be showing the guys doing the turnover chain. They're going to be showing the dunk on the Pittsburgh team. All the things, the pageantry of college football that you see is going to go on there too. So they say, like, during there, you're going to see at Texas A&M, the 12th man get crazy. Like I said, if your team makes a play, you'll see like the different reactions. Now, the different playbooks and gameplay, that's all going to be expanded, and that's all fine and dandy. But I want people to really pay attention to one thing, and that's when they say that the game is sped up. Y'all played NCAA.
It was always faster than Madden.
It's always faster. You don't have to deal with the game taking control of you too much. The difference in talent between players is going to make it a game that you can fluctuate momentum. Big plays happen more often for both sides of the ball. I mean, if you're cold, you'll shut people down. But for basically, big plays happen on both sides of the ball. I am excited for the game, and I told this point last week, and I'm going to say it again to everybody else, and this is probably the reason why there's no exported draft class. This is the first football game that is made for next gen, or current gen, I guess you could say. It's made for the new next current gen. It's made for the 5 and the Series X only. It doesn't have to go back. The reason why Madden has a lot of bullshit in it is because they're trying to make it for another console that's old. And they're trying to port over everything to both sides. Not to get too nerdy, but they're trying to copy and paste 2 things that should match together. This is made only for it. The graphics are better. The movement is better. The passing mechanic, before I let y'all go, there's 2 things I want to say that I do like again about the gameplay before I let y'all go. The passing mechanic. They say that there's a lot more feel within the passing, whether you're going to layer your passes, throw it over the top, where you're throwing bullets. You'll be able to feel that more. There's even a kind of meter type of vibe
with that,
with the pitch. I don't, because I want to see it in action.
Let me explain. Because when we trust EA, when they say this stuff, it's really hard to trust them that they're actually going to deliver when it comes to certain aspects in the game, like the passing mechanic, like free-form passing, for instance. If you can use it, it's great, but they've been promising free-form and variations of it for quite some time, and they just now this past season started to kind of, and I think it's still not where it needs to be.
Can I speak to that though?
Yeah, go for it.
I think that so I am a semi-computer. You know this, Boogie. I used to dabble heavily into computers, bro, and heavily. And so I think the big reason why what you're saying is true about Madden is because of the fact that it's being built on a platform that is for an older system. So they're not able to fix certain things. This game, which we won't know till it comes out.
For sure.
But from what I'm hearing, and you know me, Sterling, I play with very high level players in Madden. And so I've seen everything. If I can't do it, I've seen someone work that shit and make it work. So when I heard the way that they were describing the passing mechanic, I said, oh, this is some shit that can't be computed with an older generation system, with the way that they're describing it, saying that your quarterback's attributes and a lot of numbers are, okay, let's put it this way. let's say on the PS4 you get 100 dice rolls, and let's say on the PS5, Xbox, whatever, you get 200, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're making a game that has to fit on both, you get 150. Now, when you're making a game that's just built on one, you can kind of stretch that shit out to like 250. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So you're getting more. The computing power of the systems we have now are going to be able to compute different outcomes quicker, which is going to give us more outcomes, which is going to give us better gameplay. You know what I'm saying? So the 1-footed catches, the 1-foot inbounds catches, and the way it calculates the offensive line, like it has a whole new system of calculating how the offensive line plays, because instead of them having to say, we only have so much memory to make the linemen just kind of connect and one guy will get loose, each individual lineman is going to have an interaction now. With it being college, each individual lineman having an interaction in the gap between 5-star players and 2-star players and all that in between, you're going to have plays where, and for what Sterling's worried about, you'll actually be able to layer the pass because you'll be able to have the time to do so because you're behind left tackle at Notre Dame versus, you know what I'm saying? So the way that they've gotten the mathematics right in it, from what I've heard, is going to make it a better game off top. The fact that it's all next gen is going to make it a better game off top. I do agree with Boogie with I hate the fact that we can't import players, but
I can tell you. Want me to tell you why you can't import players though? It's a licensing agreement for NIL.
True, probably true.
And so like the NFL players are under the NFLPA, and there is no agreement between, like there's no union in college football. So if they were to get a union and kind of parlay that into the NFL Players Association, you could see imported draft class. Because there's no agreement or no union in college football. We won't see an imported draft class in college football for shit until that fixes.
But I think, and this is to us that want the imported draft class, it hurts, but I can see it from NCAA's football's eyes. We get to stand alone as a separate game. Like we are about to draw the line. Like we already knew, for those of us that loved it, we already knew NCAA was better. They're about to make a point that they
I hope so.
are.
I really hope so.
No, I have no doubt, bro. Because here, Boogie, you know this. We didn't complain about NCAA.
Never.
Niggas talk shit about Madden.
Yep.
Niggas was always like Madden on that bullshit. We love college. Win, lose, or draw, college football was fun.
No, it was.
It was fun.
But to your point though, it gave us everything. Like they actually put time and effort and thought into Road to Glory, into the dynasty modes and stuff like that. The gameplay was always faster. It felt like college football. You got the, like you were talking about, you got the arena sounds and the crowds and the controller shaking and the play art shake. Like all that stuff was just super dope. You could customize the conferences, which you can do. I mean, they're bringing all that stuff back. I think it's more, I don't know if you guys feel this way. I know, Russ, you are a big EA supporter, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel burned from burned from hold on, let me finish. I feel burned from Madden, from them telling us that, we were getting a discounted game. I feel burned from Madden, from them telling us all these things of how they're going to fix franchise mode, and they really don't do it. And for years, they all those things. That's why I'm kind of jaded towards EA
can I say
sports.
This, though?
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is coming from a kid that's just played video games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a EA. I'm not a Madden. You're right. I'm an EA. I'm not a Madden supporter. I do support EA games because I loved college, bro. Like I can sit here and tell y'all, like, I have no fear of the college game that's coming out. Like if it's
you have no like reservations, like
no,
like you're firmly on the side of they're building a fucking masterpiece. That's what that's where you're at.
But do you know why? Because every year I got college football, I was never disappointed. I was never disappointed in college football. Like Madden football disappointed me so many ways, and it's because of the little computer shit. You know what I'm saying? Like college football is going to feel loose, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like your players are not going to feel restricted by some sort of computer mechanic. Like and like college is just that type of game that's always been that. So that's why from what I've seen, I'm like, oh shit, they just made college. So are there going to be cheese plays? Yes. Are there going to be plays that are hard to stop? Yes. Are you going to have running backs that are going to be able to break a lot of tackles because your players? Yes. Like another thing, the running game is now. This is one thing, Sterling. I say I'm waiting to see. Running game is supposed to be improved to where you can actually have a running game where you run for 3 yards in a cloud of dust, 4 yards in a cloud of dust, and you don't have to worry about having to run for 20 yards one play and getting stopped for 15 the next, just because the guy picked the formation that works. So I am fully confident in college football.
Yeah.
Like Madden, I support. I'll always support sports video games because shit, that's all we got. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
If you see me, I support every sports video game that's out. Because that's all the sports video games we got. Shit, so we don't support them. What we gonna do? Play Tetris? I will, but y'all niggas don't like Tetris. I like Tetris. Y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to play Tetris all day? And niggas play GTA, but what you gonna do after that? You know what I'm saying? But so I'm completely immersed. I feel like they gonna do the damn thing, and I cannot wait for it to come out. And I still I'm gonna say, we gonna get on these cameras. We're gonna have a day. We're gonna get some people that's, you know what I'm saying, that's in the chat to play. I hope Shotgun will join us, because he's one of the best I've seen play. We can get on here, and all of us can just play that game the day it comes out and have a blast. We're going to get Chris on here, get Sean on here, get Dollars on here, get Boogie on here, get Sterling on here. You know what I'm saying? Rodney, you know what I'm saying? We need someone to play with Miami. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Hurricane Dale, get your ass on the sticks. And I can't wait. College football has always been good. I don't know, Sterling. I feel like a lot of people that have the reservations that are a little bit scared are people that are used to Madden, and the real, not to put anybody down, but the real college football players are like, nah, bro, like we never gave a fuck about Madden, bro. Like every time Madden came out, we was like, I guess we'll play that shit so we can get our cold niggas from college in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, but other than that, like niggas really would play Dynasty College. Like Dynasty College don't get jumped until year 6.
Yeah, like
all your dudes is gone. Yeah. Like you ain't signing no extensions. You ain't can you recruit, nigga? Like all that shit is done. Like oh yeah, you got about 4-5 years, and all them dudes is gone. And we getting back to it.
One of the things I got I'll add before we move on was I understand where Sterling's coming from. Aside from sports, you know, like we all play different shit here. One of the stories that I always remember about EA was, if you guys remember, they released a title called Anthem a couple of years ago. And Anthem was supposed to be this, you know, vaulted, you know, looter shooter that was supposed to, you know, do big things. And I bought the game, and I got Hurricane Dale. He if he was here, he would be sitting there, he'd be talking shit right now, because he was the only guy that was in our crew that said this game ain't gonna be shit. He told me every reason why, and I did not believe him. But fast forward and condense the story. So, as the game had its troubles and stuff like that, EA released a statement saying that they were going to stand behind this game for 10 years. 10 years they were going to stand behind this game and develop it and update it and give it live updates. 2 months later, they closed the bitch down. So I understand where Sterling's coming from as far as like with their words and what they say and versus what they do. But to what Russ was saying, they could have gave us shit on disc. It's been too long. We wouldn't care. We would not care.
Can I say this, Boogie and Sterling? But me and Boogie played college, bro. Like we like I remember we was in the dorm rooms playing this whole like apartments. Shout out to my nigga Mike D. I remember niggas try to jump me on some college shit. Bennett, I see your roommate. Nigga, my nigga Bennett from college, right? His roommate, money team. What was my nigga? I forget my nigga's name. He from out here, but anyway, he ran track for UTSA. Anyway, he was a Kappa.
Jeremy,
nigga. Yes. So this nigga tried to play me 4-minute quarters. Bro, I was like, what? I mean, the first time, you remember Mike D?
Yep.
From Austin?
Yep.
The first like weekend we met, bro. So we went hooped. We both hooped. So like we was cool in the red. We hooped, went and he had to go to Walmart And this time I wasn't like super partying on Russ. So I was just like kind of partying on Russ. But he was like, "What you do, nigga, to have fun?" I was like, "I be on the sticks, nigga." He be like, "You won't be on that college." Him and Raheem, me and that nigga Raheem played for like 3 hours, bro. Like college football brought niggas together more than 2K.
Yeah, for sure.
And Boogie, you can and Sterling, you know this too. Niggas never complained about it. Like niggas didn't complain about college because at any time, nigga, I just get Alabama, I just get USC, I just get nigga. There's 100-something teams. Playing random on that bitch was the funnest thing ever. Yeah. You just push the random button, you be like, "Oh, motherfucker, I got Boise." You know what I mean? And now they got real players with real names. It's gonna be a great experience. I think everybody that's afraid. Just before we can move on, everybody that's afraid of this, because of the shit that Madden gives you, don't be. This is not Madden, bro. This is a different thing.
It's been 10 years since we've had NCAA, and I think a lot has changed in the landscape of gaming. A lot has changed in the forefront of EA, and you just hope that, nigga, we can't even get real chicken portions on Chipotle burritos no more. Like, can we get, you know what I'm saying? Can we get a game that we all once loved to love it again? And I have my reservations. I'm gonna buy it. You already know that. Yeah. But
you gotta buy it because we gotta play. I
just want it to be good. And I do think the Road to Glory, the high school part, I think that's probably a mode that they're saving for next year or something like that.
I hope so.
Because I played that mode when I was like tired of playing the Dynasty,
bro.
So I would go to Road to Glory, and play that.
Your tier of girlfriend, once you got better, you got a better girlfriend. Which one was that? Was that 12 or was that 13?
That was 12. That was the Desmond Howard.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm just a nigga that talk shit and play against niggas. Like me and my niggas used to sit down, click that random button, nigga. Mm-hmm. Unless you play shotgun, and if you play shotgun, you get the best team and just let him pick whoever, because that nigga was like.
Yeah, you get three mulligans.
I met another nigga nicer than him this weekend, his little brother. Shout out to Mikey.
Oh, yeah, y'all motherfuckers was in Houston, and I ain't got no call from none of y'all niggas.
I was in. Okay, so let me describe. Okay, before he hate on me, watch this. I know. No. Let me do it now, because you didn't put me on blast. So Russ wakes up in the morning. Russ completes first job. Russ finishes job at 11:30. Russ finishes job at 11:30. Russ gets in the whip. Gets to Houston at 3:13. Smoke a blunt. I'll put that in there. Smoke one. My nigga Shotgun called me and tells me it's his brother. Shout out Matt. Matt's wedding day. Big day. Russ can't go Russ on this day. So Shotgun goes, "Hey, my nigga, do not fucking miss the shuttle." I was like, okay, not gonna miss the shuttle. Can't. I get to my hotel, smoke one. It's 3:23. Shuttle's supposed to get there at 4:00. It's 3:23. I jump in the shower, get out the shower, do my shit, butter my beard, get the waves correct. Yeah, if you don't know, I wear a hat because I like to. If I take this shit off, it's a distraction, and your bitch might fall in love. All right. So, anyways, going back. So, I get dressed, put on my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm laced up though. I had on, and for my nigga Matt's wedding, I said, yo, all my niggas' wedding, unless I'm in the service, I'm gonna wear your team's colors. Sterling, I'm coming in red, white, and blue. I swear to God, I'm wearing Bill's colors.
That's my nigga.
And so for Matt from the H. So I had on that light blue Houston shit, the baby blue, the crushed orange, and the khaki. Boom, had that shit on, had the khaki jacket, you know what I'm saying? I was fresh as fuck, you know what I'm saying? They was all looking at me, you know what I'm saying? Who that nigga with them niggas? It's me, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't be talking too much, because when you a 10, you gotta, stupid, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let it breathe a little bit, you know what I'm saying? When you're a 10, you gotta let it breathe a little bit. Anyways, so I get there, I pull up at the hotel, boom, see my nigga Chase Dawes, his wife, get the hotel, 3:53. Texted my niggas and told them, I'm gonna be there at 3:53. Don't leave me. Puss pull up, we get there, we get to the party, everything's dope, you know what I'm saying? Only thing wrong was, man, I just put it this way.
Where was Boogie?
No, you just hear the time span?
Yeah.
You just hear the time. I drove to Houston in 3 hours.
I know. Where was this nigga?
Let me tell you something,
nigga. I don't know. They didn't give it.
You live in Houston.
Wait, Sterling. No, I wasn't in Houston. I was in the Woodlands. Nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, nigga. Hey, Sterling, you must not know. Houston is not. I was 2 hours away from Houston, nigga.
Oh, okay.
Hour and a half, 2 hours away. The Woodlands is not what that bitch saying. That's Katie is not Houston. The Woodlands where I was is not Houston, bro. So
okay. Oh, so, yeah, because I don't know. I don't know Houston like that.
Yeah,
so
no.
The Woodlands is like.
Yeah, I was there for a day, for literally a day, a midday, a night, and I turned around the next day. And then left at like 12 or 1 the next day. So I wasn't even there because Boogie if I'm gonna be there for more than a day, I'm gonna hit him. But no, it was a live, beautiful occasion. I'll just say this, as my homie said, man, nigga, you always want what you can't have. And so I'm just gonna say that shit fucking sucks. Because there are some pretty people on this planet. I'm gonna get beat up, but no, I'm gonna get beat up. I'm gonna get beat up, but no, I'm just saying I loved it. It was a great occasion.
Hey.
And shout out to my nigga Matt. Please, y'all don't jump me. Please don't jump me. I didn't know if that was that person.
What you do, dog? You want?
I didn't do anything. A nigga told me. My nigga told me. So okay, here's the story. Because these are my niggas. These are my brothers, bro. So I get into the party, right? I'm fresh. I'm looking nice. You know what I'm saying? And I see my nigga Chris. I see they were. So I see my nigga Chris. Dog, she does it. Here it goes. She does it.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so no, she doesn't at all. Bruh. But no, here's the funny. But no, the funny part about it is here's what makes it funny because she does it at all. She does it all up. She does it at all. But I get into the party, the wedding or whatever, and like I'm not saying much to nobody about nothing, no chicks or nothing, right? But I'm walking with my nigga Chris, and I walk through, and I happen to see somebody, and I was like, "Yo, who is that?" And my nigga Chris grabbed me and say, "They will kill you, my nigga." I said, "Why?" He said, "That's them niggas' little sister." I said, "God damn." I said, "But it's a true 30 fashion." You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't want to die. She got like 7 brothers. There might be 8 of them niggas.
He said, "My sister don't want you."
No, at all.
Well, there is another wedding that's coming up.
Hey, but you gonna have some sisters of that motherfucker that's gonna want me.
So, and these white women. So,
hey, no, hold up. Sterling, I'ma crash your shit. I couldn't crash that nigga shit.
Whoa, nigga, no. What you mean you gonna crash
my shit?
No.
I knew too many people. I only know Sterling. I can go to Sterling's party and fuck whoever I want. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. I can go to Denver and act the goddamn fool. Like at that point,
I would love for y'all to come out here for a weekend.
Oh, I'm coming. And I'm gonna come.
Let me tell you some details about.
I'm gonna bring ghosts with me.
Bring ghosts, bro. Y'all come out here.
I get a +1.
Ghost said, "Wait,
can I get a +7? I'll bring about."
Listen, man. Y'all come out here. I will make sure you have a time. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now. These white women out here, ripe. They're ripe for the taking. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Hey man,
that's all I'm gonna tell you.
Warriors, unite. We need to assemble.
Russ, release the Kraken. Pause. Set free slaves, bro.
Before I found my chick,
time, nigga. We need to...
Hey, before I found my chick, let's just say I had some time in the sun. That's how I'm looking.
Hey,
and Boogie, and you know this. Hey, look, I've known Boogie for 5 years now.
Yes, bro. We sat in on some shit. We ain't gonna go ahead and put everything out there, but yeah, we was in the chat and there was some activity going on. I was like,
hey, let me know when I get to Denver.
I'm just telling you right now. Anyway, y'all want to come out here? It's gonna be live. But let me tell you some details about my little wedding. We're gonna have a cigar lounge. We're gonna my dog who did my leg sleeve. He coming out. He gonna do tattoos. So if y'all want a tattoo, y'all can get one. I mean, you gotta pay for it, but nigga, he gonna do them.
I feel you.
We having a champagne wall. We got a food truck coming. with the food. We got a his and hers drink. So mine will be old fashioned. Hers will be like a margarita of some sort. That's the before the wedding. After the ceremony, it's open bar, open drinks all night.
I'm gonna get fucked up. We're gonna do some things.
You see how that nigga face lit up? Sailor Russ gonna show up.
I'm just telling y'all.
No. Okay, no. Sailor Man Russ is gonna be at your wedding.
There's gonna be. That. We got just a DJ. That.
I need to call my nigga Dollars.
I think we're getting a dance floor.
I need to see how many people I can bring. I'm gonna call my nigga Dollars and be like,
hey,
yo,
they want to come, bro. Yeah, hey, come on. But if
I'm like, see if all the gas warriors want to come.
The thing is, if we really try to turn up, you gotta come out here for a weekend. That's to Denver. So we could do the LA thing. Well, we're gonna be in Southern Cal, but
I'm gonna come up.
You need to come visit me.
Tickets.
Visit me out here.
If you know what I mean.
I will make sure you have a time, bro.
I'm gonna have a Miley Cyrus concert,
bro.
Nigga.
You got big flurries, you got little flurries, you got freaky flurries, all the things, bro. You got it all, dog.
Yeah, Russ, we need to go ahead and make the yeet.
Yeah. Hey, Boogie, we got to get together and plan this because me, you, and Ghost, even if it's just us three, we got to go out there and act crazy.
Bro, I mean, we in the snow. It's legal.
They're gonna be on snow. I'm sorry.
Oh, what, bro? Just, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Just anyway, this is a conversation we'll have offline.
Yeah,
we are currently out of time right now.
Yes, we are.
We are out of time. So, Russ, you want to close us out before I hit the button? By all means, lead us.
All right, you already know what it is, baby boy, baby girls out there. I got some words of wisdom before we close this bitch out. And Sterling, right after I say this, just close it out because I'm going to pause. Hey, man, women out there.
I should hit it now.
Nah, don't be like, what's the girl? I forgot her name. I was close. What's the woman that used to date 50 Cent? Because I almost said Angela Bassett, but it's not Angela Bassett. Vivica Fox. Hey, ladies out there, don't be Vivica Fox because you could be right. You could be wrong, but you don't want to be old and lonely and chubby. Hit that bitch, Sterling.
तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी